What's going on, Jeromes? So, recording this during Lions and Niners, and hopefully this doesn't age well because things are not going well right now, and it looks like the Lions are probably going to the Super Bowl. And I know a lot of Vikings fans are like, well, I mean, you got to cheer for the Lions, root for the underdog, right? You really want the Lions, the low-energy Detroit Lions, to win a Super Bowl before the Vikings. You really want that. Looks like it might happen. Anyways, Vikings looking towards the offseason, and they have a couple of notable free agents, as well as a couple of dudes who are certainly eligible for an extension, including Justin freaking Jefferson and Darrisaw. But we're going to go through. Spotrac does a great job in terms of market value estimations for guys who are up for new contracts, and we're going to go through and say yay or say nay for their numbers. So first up is quarterback Kirk Cousins, going to be 36 in August. Spotrac estimates Kirk at 3 years. Can the Niners actually tackle? Dang, man. 3 years, $118 million, average of just shy of $40 million per year. And in terms of quarterback money, that would put him at, I should have counted beforehand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Put him 13th in the league, just north of Derek Carr and just south of guys like Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott, Stafford. By the way, how's less need do it? So Stafford at $40 million per year on the same deal as Daniel Jones. It's kind of crazy, man. Also, can Lamar Jackson give back a significant portion of his money? I don't know, man. I don't know. But, the entire time Kirk has been here, people complain about, oh, well, Kirk's contract ruins the Vikings because they can't do things. Would you say that Kirk, over the last year and a half when he was healthy, performed like the top 13 quarterback? Yes, I think you could certainly say that. Frankly, I think before he got hurt, he was playing like a top 5 quarterback, but that's an argument for another day. Now, could Kirk give a hometown discount for the Vikings? Sure. Does that mean he's going to play for the league minimum? Absolutely not. But frankly, I mean, if his market value, like if he hit the open market and it's deemed to be at around $50 million and he returns to the Vikings for 40, I mean, that technically would be a hometown discount. Now, ideally it would be about 30, but beggars can't be choosers. But we'll see what happens. Justin freaking Jefferson, so they estimate 4 years, $117 million, at average of $29.3 million. Now, it doesn't specify if that's a true extension on top of the fifth-year option or replacing the fifth-year option. Either way, in terms of average per year for new money, just put him south of Tyreek Hill. That's not going to happen. I do think that JJ is going to explode the wide receiver market, especially when you have guys like CeeDee Lamb who are due for an extension, as well as Jamar Chase is eligible as well. So I think that, for first off, yes, I mean, if JJ would sign that deal, sure, but I think that he's probably going to clock in at closer to $35 million per year. Christian Darrisaw. Now, Darrisaw is interesting to me because he's got the traits to be elite. There's been stretches when he has played elite, both as a pass protector and in the running game. But health has been an issue, durability. He hasn't played a full season through his first 3 years, but Spotrac estimates him at just shy of $25 million per year, 24.6 on a 4-year deal. Now that would put him at number 2. All right, so it is a bit of a game of leapfrog in terms of who gets paid. Now Tunsil's deal, which he negotiated himself, by the way, 3 years, $75 million, $25 million per year. That is the king. Respect. But the estimate for Darrisaw at 24.6 would put him above Andrew Thomas, who got paid last offseason, Trent Williams, who is still elite at his age. Bakhtiari just stealing money. No big deal. Ronnie Stanley, my God, return that money, dude. I mean, come on. Then, ahead of guys like Jake Matthews, Colton Miller, Cam Robinson, etc. Now, this one, I'm fine letting it ride with Darrisaw, unless he would sign for like $19 million per year, which I don't think he would do. I want to see him be elite for a full season and stay healthy before we ink up a 4 or 5 year extension, man. Danielle Hunter on the edge, they estimate him at 3 years just north of 60, so about $20 million per season, which would put him in the just outside the top 10 in terms of edge rushers. Now, part of that is factoring in age, but also you look at Trey Hendrickson, similar in age. Danielle Hunter is going to be 30 in October, but I obviously would take this deal, and frankly, if Danielle got a little bit more, if Danielle got into 22, 23 million per year, if we're talking about Max Crosby money, Khalil Mack money, even though he's probably going to get cut or traded, yes, I would certainly be fine with that. Basically, what it comes down to, Danielle should be making more than Bradley freaking Chubb, man. That's it. That's it. And then the rest of them. So KJ, Spotrac estimates 2 years, 15 million. Nah, I mean, I love me some KJ to death, and sure, if he would come back at $3-4 million per year, sure, but ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Plus, it is clearly JJ. It's clearly Addison. And then hopefully they bring guys like Brandon Powell back, who is down at the bottom at 1.6. I would certainly do that. Hell, I would bring back Brandon Powell up to like 2.5. Also, guys like Jalen Speedy Naylor, could he step up? We shall see. And then Dobbs. So Dobbs estimated 1 year, $6.7 million. Now, that's decent backup money. And Dobbs is interesting because say Kirk leaves and you have Nick Mullins, sure, but say you're going to trade up heaven and earth and go get Jaden Daniels, or you bring in a guy like Drake May, some sort of dual threat quarterback. I mean, you're not going to want Nick Mullins to be his backup, right? Because you basically would have to run two different offenses. You're not going to run the Jaden Daniels, Drake May offense with Nick Mullins, but you would run the Jaden Daniels, Drake May offense with Josh Dobbs as backup. Now, Passionate. Oh my God, Niners. Just a bunch of idiots out here. Jesus. But yeah, Dobbs and the Passionate was fun, but I felt like he got hindered once he got into the offense, and it is hard to completely change the offense mid-season. I understand that, but Dobbs is not the guy who's going to be running the Kirk Cousins, Nick Mullins offense. Now, if Cousins does return, Mullins all day. Also, Mullins is under contract, but Dobbs, I think, certainly has earned himself a couple of bucks, and since teams saw the value of the backup quarterback this year, I think Dobbs will be fine somewhere else. Akers, who is coming off his second Achilles surgery at only 24, they estimate him at 2 years, $8.29 million. Nah, I mean, if they wanted to bring, Bosa. Now, if they wanted to bring him back at the league minimum with incentives, sure, but I mean, I'm looking elsewhere at running back. I'm looking in the draft. I'm looking in some other free agency. But even though Cam Akers was solid when he was there, as well as he's a good fit for the outside zone, like health is just too much of a question, man. Just is. And Brandon Powell, I'm bringing him back up to 2.5. So there you go. Yes on Cousins, absolutely on JJ. We'll hold off on Darrisaw. Smash and yes with Danielle. No on Osborne. Well, all right, so we didn't talk about Dobbs. If the Vikings brought in like Drake May or Jaden Daniels, I mean, Dobbs, could we do it for 5? Maybe 6? Sure. Akers, no. Powell, absolutely, hell yes. But that's it. That's it. Take a look at the market values of Vikings free agents and dudes eligible for extensions via Spotrac. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.